has to be satire.
It's not.
And it's level degradation.
Yes.
Of course, there's many K-pop fans that do not agree with none of this, that this is ridiculous for them.
Rolling Stone created a list of the 250 greatest songs of the 21st century, and BTS's Spring Day was named in this list. Let's remember, this is an entire century. If there was a BTS song to be on this list, I love that it's a Spring Day. It charted since it was released in South Korea. Here. BTS Spring Day, a moment of stark vulnerability that became a signature song for one of the century's biggest pop acts. Spring Day turned personal grief into a surging, triumphal power ballad. I wish to end this winter. How much longings must fall, like snow, before that spring day arrives, goes the English translation of RM's passionate lyrics. The song is associated with a tragedy in the band's native Korea, the sinking of the ferry MV Sewol in 2014, in which 304 people died, but its sense of resilience and hope wrought from loss has a transcendent feel, soon to be mirrored in the band's global takeover. BTS would have bigger crossovers hits around the world, but few songs approach the gathering power of their music like this one. Wow.
That is awesome, for real. That's wonderful. Yeah. We love Spring Day here in this household.
We love Spring Day here in this planet.
Yes.
I also mentioned that Namjoon is going to have his first art exhibition at SF MoMA. It turns out, in a new article about RM's upcoming SF MoMA exhibition, it was revealed that his artworks have been shown in major Korean museums before, but he always asked organizers not to reveal which pieces were his. So,
what?
Technically, this is then not his first art exhibition. This is his first public.
He has already showed his art collection.
He just wanted to be anonymous. Taeyeon responded to ARMYs on Weavers. This ARMY said, I miss you every day. What should I do? And Taeyeon said, is it not enough? Because he's been live so many times. He goes live. He responds to ARMYs on Weavers. He shares Instagram posts. He's kind of joking.
Of course.
It's cute.
That's so funny.
This ARMY said, what should I do after a long distance run? And Taeyeon responded, eat delicious chicken or pizza.
No, that's funny.
But that's so real though. This ARMY says, what are you eating? He said, I have something to say to Mom's Touch. So Mom's Touch is a popular burger place in South Korea. And on Weavers, Taeyeon starts talking to like the place, saying that I need more of the special sauce. He says, please give me a bit more of this Edward Lee's special sauce. And he keeps talking about it. He says, I'm really a regular customer there. Everything's delicious, but the lack of sauce truly drives me crazy.
I think it's such a valid complaint though.
Finally, you can pre-order Jin's Happy vinyl right now.
Wow, it's so nice.
This album was released about a year ago, and now the pre-order for the vinyl is available. It says, we're pleased to announce the release of BTS member Jin's Happy on LP. That's vinyl. Released in 2024. Jin's first solo album, Happy, invites everyone to join him on a journey in pursuit of true happiness. Yeah, you can get your Happy vinyl. And I'm guessing in about a year, we're going to get Echoes. Or I guess less than a year. We'll see.
We'll see when it comes out.
Oh my goodness. Let me see this cake topper. That is so cute.
And look at the balloon.
Look at the balloon. It's a heart. The entire concept is basically like a birthday, a party, because you see the lyrics, they are in this triangles. I may even buy this and have my birthday like this theme.
Yeah.
Happy theme. The Minyungi Treatment Center was featured in a documentary about children with autism that aired on YouTube KBS today. BTS's Suga has raised public awareness about the autism spectrum by donating 5 billion won to Severance Hospital. A center was established with donations to provide various treatments, including social skills training using music. They talked about the Minyungi Treatment Center in this documentary.
That's awesome. What was that documentary about?
Well, it was about children with autism.
It wasn't about the center. It was just mentioned.
Which I think makes it even
more impact
because it's not just a documentary made specifically for Yoongi's treatment center. It's a documentary about children with autism.
And they're just like an example.
And exactly.
That's awesome.
Do you know about Army Independence Day?
Independence Day.
So a couple of years ago, in 2018, the Army fandom was kicked out of the K-pop community.
Period.
So I included this in one of my videos. It was why armies
I
don't
remember
like
now.
K-pop.
Sometimes I don't know all the terms and all the dates. However, this moment in history is super important.
Why were we expelled? Back in 2017, 2018, BTS started to really become like a big artist in America, started growing more in America in the Western music industry. And K-pop fans wanted to share that
Achievement.
with all of K-pop. So they started being resentful to BTS's achievement because the world didn't recognize this as a K-pop achievement. They recognized this as a BTS achievement. Like nobody knew about K-pop. People knew about BTS. And they were like, okay, since you're so by yourself,
Then you're not part of K-pop anymore.
they said the organization of the United K-popers declares the army expelled as of today. Thanks to armies for understanding the situation and accepting its level degradation in a good way.
This has to be satire.
It's not, but also in 2018 and 2017 as well, BTS started winning so many American award shows. K-pop stans were like, no, but K-pop awards are just as important, if not even more important. And armies were like, but we're celebrating everything. We're celebrating best songs. We're celebrating American Music Awards and Billboard Music Awards. Like, I'm sorry that you don't have any, but BTS does, and we're going to celebrate it because it's huge.
This is terrible. And
I'm
it's level degradation.
Yes. They started like a huge thread of saying, we, fans of this group, we don't care about American awards. We pass this to these other stands of this other K-pop group. And then they continue like this huge thread. Literally what we're doing is just celebrating that BTS are getting recognized in Western industry. And they said, no, you're expelled. So that's why armies responded with Army Independence Day. We said, if you want that so bad, it's our Independence Day.
Wow.
No way, this is not a joke. Okay, so this is why in my video, I wanted to make it clear as well. This account is not real, but the sentiment
was real.
In the overall K-pop world in social media was real. People say the organization of the United K-popers doesn't exist. And it's like, of course, that doesn't exist. But this tweet reflects a real sentiment that existed back in 2018 and 2017. And that's why Army celebrates. You see the purple passport, the flag.
Of course, there's many K-pop fans that do not agree with none of this, that this is ridiculous for them. But this is funny, something that happened. And of course, armies are never going to take it seriously. So they just went on with a joke. And they were like, you know what? Let's do it. We're independent from the K-pop stance and all of it.
Someone commented, now K-pop artists are collaborating with Western artists and singing in English to get Grammy nominations. BTS paved the way. Now it's not a thing anymore.
But it was a thing back in the day that BTS got criticized for because they were the first ones. Because they be paving the way for everybody.
So happy Independence Day to everyone.
Yeah.
RM was named among the 20 powerful figures in the Korean art market. The Korean Art Market Report, published annually by the Paradise Culture Foundation and Seoul National University's Management Research Institute, selected the 20 key figures driving the Korean art market for the first time this year. The list was selected based on a survey of major domestic gallery representatives, and there is no separate ranking. This article, it seems like it's a really big deal because it says right here, for example, this person is known as the most powerful art collector in South Korea.
Oh.
So to put Namjoon next to this person who is the most powerful art collector in South Korea in the top 20, it's crazy.
And that is an interesting word because it's not the most famous one. It's the most powerful one.
This account says she's literally the Anne Wintour of Korean art industry. So I kind of understand the level that we're talking about. RM's name is beside her and the director of the National Museum of Korea. They have a lot of power in the art industry. The BTS members said happy birthday to Jimin on social media. We have RM on his Instagram stories. He wrote, happy birthday, Jimin. Here it says Senchuk, which is abbreviations, which is happy birthday.
No, but it's a small one, so it's Feliz Cumple.
This is from V. He shared this picture. These are all pictures. I love it. And he wrote, happy birthday, Tomodachi. Tomodachi is a casual way of saying friend in Japanese, commonly used among children who have close relationships. J-Hope also said happy birthday, Jimin, with this picture. So cute. I love that they have so many pictures from them in the beach and they just keep sharing those.
Oh.
And then Jimin went live on Weavers. Jimin's phone kept falling from the amount of birthday messages he was getting.
분들이 너무 많이 와 계셔서
Wow.
That's crazy. And you know what's hilarious? Instead of maybe turning off the notifications, he said, maybe I should buy an extra phone to do just live streams.
No. Excuse me?
Jimin said the members all wish me a happy birthday. And then he showed his 7 tattoo.
분들한테 축하받았습니다. 연락받고 했었습니다.
That too.
이거?
Oh.
Jimin said, I can't wait to see you. I dreamed about it. On the stage with all of you, singing, talking, and dancing, and taking photos with you guys. It's been a long time, right? He reads a comment. I'm curious about the album concept. Album concept? He refuses to spoil anything. Did you film season 2 with Jungkook? Or are you sure?
Yes.
And he said, yes, I did.
Amazing.
When is it coming out? I'm not sure. So Jimin was watching YouTube shorts.
That's funny.
Yes, and he was watching this. Jimin also shared that video on his Instagram stories. So he did not only watch it on Weaver's Live, he also had to share it on Instagram stories.
It was that good.
It was that good. I think this is my favorite Jimin video ever. This is so funny.
It's the hands.
It's the hands. Have you already forgotten about joining military service?
군대 간 거 벌써 잊었니? 네.
Jimin said, you want me to dance No More Dream when I'm 60? Let's talk about that then. It's my dream to do it for a long time. Let's talk about it if we can dance No More Dream at the age of 60.
To me, that's a confirmation that this new album gonna have choreo and all of it. Like they're gonna go all out.
What do you mean he was trying to flip the camera but couldn't? So sometimes people forget Jimin is actually a nerd. Just like Namjoon, he likes knowledge. So he was watching this video. I believe it has something to do with the Big Bang Theory. It's like a conversation about that. He says, I was watching this.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Before starting the live stream.
Thank you so much for
Thanks so
having me,
much,
guys.
everyone.
Bye. Hey, yo.